Alright guys, we gotta talk about Caitlyn Jenner. Alright, so before we talk about Brody Jenner's wedding and the whole Caitlyn Jenner debacle with that, we need to go back in time just a little bit to give you guys kind of a refresher and introduce you to all the characters that are in the story. So Linda Thompson and Bruce Jenner, Bruce at the time, were married from 1981 to 1986. Now they had two sons together, Brandon and Brody. Brody is the younger of the two. Brody is now 41 years old. He was on the show The Hills. He's been on other reality shows slash competitions. Of course, he was on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
He just wasn't a great father to me. You're so good with the girls, by the way. It's interesting to watch how you are with the girls.
Yeah. Well,
Because it's like, something I'm not really used to. You weren't around. I was a kid, and it's like...
now's not the time to talk about it.
As was Bruce and Caitlyn Jenner. So Bruce and Linda were married, and then after Linda was Kris Jenner, and then after that marriage ended and dissolved, then Bruce became Caitlyn Jenner. Now, Caitlyn is a very controversial figure because she has seemingly really switched up her personality since being Bruce. She's a little bit more self-centered. She is a diehard Trump supporter as well, which good or bad, I mean, whatever, that's your own opinion as far as that goes. But one thing that really stood out to me when Caitlyn was transitioning that just was very, I don't know, a little off-putting was when Kris got together with Caitlyn and was like, is there anything from the house that you want? Any photos, any mementos, anything? And Caitlyn was just like, no, I'm good.
I asked you the day you left, is there anything you want to take with you?
Yeah, and I said no.
You said
And I left it.
no.
I'll leave you
And I
with the
said,
gun.
you don't want a picture, you don't want a memory, you don't want a candle, you don't want a glass.
And I was like, wow, that's really cold. That comes off very cold. And honestly, I do think that Caitlyn is a very self-centered person. That is just my own opinion. Jumping back forward now to today, Brody and Tia Blanco, who as of today is 28 years old and he's 41, which, you know what, whatever. If it works, it works. You're both adults. They started dating back in 2022. They had a daughter in 2023. And now on June 12th of this very year, they got married. Their daughter, her name is Honey. Even though they show her on social media, I don't want to show her in any of the photos just to sort of protect her privacy. And when I can, I do try to block out kids' identities. But Tia is originally from Puerto Rico. She is also a professional surfer. An entrepreneur, as Brody is nowadays. He is a DJ, he's a reality TV personality, they say, and he is also a business owner as well. Now, Tia is also a yogi instructor. Whoa. She is also a yogi, so she's really into yoga and meditation and whatnot, which is very cool. And she has been on some reality shows slash competitions. She has been a surfer for many, many years, but at their wedding, it was a very small, intimate wedding, which I thought was really honestly very, very cool. I think that kind of the big grand wedding is a little overdone these days. I don't know. I think it's really cool when people have smaller, intimate gatherings for their wedding because it is such a personal day for you. But at the wedding, Caitlyn showed up in a white dress. Now, obviously, we all know that that is a major no-no. You do not ever show up to a wedding wearing a white dress because white is strictly for the bride. Now, Caitlyn also wore a belt and these kind of Jesus sandals. Honestly, it's not a good look. And I mean, just in the way that she does look very frumpy and kind of unkept. Now, Linda wore a nice, sleek green dress and they all took a photo together, which was very cool given that the two are divorced. But Tia and Brody, honestly, if it bugged them, you never would have known because throughout all the photos, they look very happy, very gracious to have everybody there. And there's only one photo where they look shocked, but I really don't get the vibe that it's them being shocked at what Caitlyn showed up in. It's probably them looking at something else and being like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really genuinely think that that is a reaction to Caitlyn's outfit. Now, of course, obviously, people have thoughts because Caitlyn is not very well loved by the internet.
This is your out. She's too stupid to really understand the big picture of all the harm that she's caused in your life, in your family's lives, and, you know, society as a whole. But she is simple enough that you can cut off complete contact for wearing white to your wedding when your wife was wearing her white wedding dress. And Caitlyn showed up in a white dress. She wants to be a cunty lady like that, so it will clock to her. This is your out. Go no contact. It'll be better for your grandkids.
Wait a damn minute.
So anyways, we just don't really talk about a lot of celebrities on my channel, and I kind of want to get into that a little bit more here and there. But this was something that I originally saw on TikTok, so I had to dig a little bit into it. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation down below. Is this just Caitlyn trying to get some attention? Did she genuinely not know, even though she has now been a woman for quite a few years? I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts. But also, please be sure to give my video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because, hey, it's free, so why not? Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.